Okay. Hey, what's up, 8th graders? This is Mr. Havercorn coming at you at Newton D. Baker. Here's our problem of the day for today. Hit pause and get it done. See what you can figure out. All right, you should have done the problem of the day and you hit unpause. Let's talk about this problem. I'm really hoping you did not do 12 plus 12 equals 24. So that is not right at all. So we know this isn't 3 times 4. This is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then this is 4 times 4 times 4, right? So a little bit different. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Now remember, we have to do all the multiplying before you do the adding and subtracting, order of operations. So we end up with 145, right? Should be your answer. If you got that, good job. All right. So today we're going to talk about a specific, and this is easy today, a specific exponent, all right? So notes for today. I'm going to move quick. If you need to pause it, go ahead and pause it. Notes for today, our objective is squares. And something new, square roots. Get a little bit of this. All right. So anytime you have anything to the second power, we don't call it, say, 3 to the second power. We actually say 3 squared. And the reason for this is that this represents an actual square. So if I drew a square, and I said that square was 3 blocks long and 3 blocks high, this means the same as this. So we know this means 3 times 3 is 9, right? Well, this means the same thing. 3 times 3 is 9 squares, right? So finding the area of a square is the same as the exponent 2. And this works for all of them. So say I gave you 2 squared. We know the answer to this is 4. And what that means is the area with sides of 2 is going to have 4 squares in it. All right, and this one we said was 9. Okay? Pretty simple stuff. So we could also do the opposite of that. And that's where this thing comes in called square root. So square root is when they give you the area. All right, so we'll use this same one here. I'm going to erase the 2. If you need to copy that down, hit pause. So when they do square root is when they give you the area. We're saying the area of a square is 9. And that's this one here. And they're asking you how long are the sides. So it's 3. So how do you find square roots? You have to find 2 numbers that are the same and multiply them. So the answer to the square root of 9 is 3 times 3, which is just, and then your answer we're just going to write as 3. So which number do you multiply by itself to get 9? All right? And it can't be 2 different numbers. All right? So if I asked you, you can pause this if you need to. If I asked you the square root of 16, you're going to start guessing, what can I multiply to get 16? Now you can't use 8 times 2. Both numbers have to be the same. So we know 2 times 2 is 4. That's not it. 3 times 3 is 9. That's not it. It's got to be bigger than that. 4 times 4 is 16, right? That's how you find square roots. So the answer to square root of 16 is 4. What's another way to write this? 4 squared equals 16. And the last way to write it is to draw the picture. 4 squares long, 4 squares high, right? And this is a square. The whole thing's a square, right? So remember, that's why they call this squared. And that's why they call this square root, because we're actually talking about a picture of a square. That's what it means. All right? Any questions on these? Well, you can't answer questions until tomorrow. But hopefully you guys understand what that means, all right? So let's look at a couple more of them. Square roots especially, so you guys can get the hang of those. So if I asked you, let's do a bigger one. Square root of 64. All you do is start guessing. Is it 6 times 6? No, that's 36. That's a no. It's way too small, right? Let's go bigger. We'll try 9 times 9. No, that's 81, right? So it's not that. Too big. 8 times 8. Oh, there it is. So square root of 64 is 8. The other way to write that, the opposite of that, is 8 squared equals 64, right? Now this is too big to draw a picture. I'm not going to draw a picture with 64 blocks in it. All right? So, that's it for today. Pretty basic stuff. I'm going to have you find some square roots today. I'm going to have you solve some squares today. Very easy, 8 times 8, right? And we're going to draw some pictures for some small ones, not big ones. All right? So give it a shot, and we'll see you tomorrow.